But I'm going to tell you something more about Ambodogai.
Huh?
Eh? In Ambodogai College, every lecturer was asked to give a speech once a month in Jogai Hall. The Jogai Hall was by the side of the temple. Perhaps it is still there. Eh? So every lecturer was given a book or he was asked to give a speech by the president of the college, Dr. Babasaheb Palanjabe. See? Even I was asked. One day Babasaheb Palanjabe came and said, Suryanarayan, here is a book. Read the book and give a speech in Jogai Mandir on a particular date. So I gave a speech. The hall was full. And who were in the hall? Front row doctors. Dr. Panse, Dr. Deshpande and others. Doctors on the TB sanatorium. The second row all vakils. See? And the third row all students, the teachers from local schools and from the college. The whole hall was full. And I gave a speech. They understood or not, but they came and appreciated. Your speech was wonderful, we understood it very well. So, it was compulsory for every lecturer to read a book or to say something new in Jogai Mandir. So, 2 speeches were given by Pramod Mahajan's father, who was headmaster. There, he gave 2 speeches on Shakespeare. He spoke very well. And I presided over those speeches. Very well. But all lecturers, were not so well read. But they were made to read the given books. Science lecturers did not know much English, except the English in the textbooks. Let me tell you some interesting thing about it. I had a roommate, professor of lecture in physics. He came from Nagpur. His English was not very good, but he would try to tell me, and we were roommates. So, table, we sit together, and rotis we keep. In the middle of the table, on one plate, all rotis. One plate on your side, one plate on one side. He would ask me, Suri, you keep one chapati upstairs. You keep one chapati upstairs. That means in the middle of the table, the chapatis are kept on a plate. And from that, I would lift a chapati and take it like that and keep it in my table. He would say, lift a table, lift it, take it up. So I would take, that's what he meant. See? Lift a chapati and take it like this. See? And then what happened one day, we used to go for a walk with that physics professor. That day what happened, I was not moving the left hand or right hand. Usually we swing, walking like this. So this hand was not moving perhaps. My friend watched it. Suddenly he stopped. Your right hand is silent. Your right hand is silent. I said, no. My right hand is silent? Then I would know I was not moving the right hand. He didn't know the word. Movement, he was teaching physics. See? He was not moving, he was not moving, silent. Then you were not moving silent, see? Like that, see? Then one day he came, why are you not pouring water? You are not drinking water. I said, pour more water in your mouth. Very interesting, a very nice person, very affectionate person, but he knew English, very limited English. See? He used to use these words, your hand is silent. Oh, I thought something wrong with my hand. I was not moving my hand like this. You would just feel like that, no? Movement. But one thing I found, no, they're all very intelligent people in the classroom. They all taught very well subjects in English, and they had, very little income in those days. I will guess what was my salary. What would be my salary? 254. For 254, I left everything. I left a big fortune there in Hyderabad and Chennai, everything. I came to Muminabad. 254. And one very interesting thing was in those days, but in those days, you were allowed to draw money only once a week. That was the condition. State Bank of Hyderabad will go once a week to withdraw some 20 rupees.
Why?
That was the condition in those bank rules. No, bank rules are different, Or you have ATM, there are no ATM, and then the bank said only once a week you should withdraw. See? And then in Samadhan Hotel, where I had my meals, see? When I was not eating at home, I would go to Samadhan Hotel, 1 or 2 months. How much I paid for my 2 meals? 30 rupees per month.
30 rupees per month?
I paid 30 rupees per month. See? 2 meals, lunch and dinner. 30 rupees I paid, and then room rent, I paid 80 rupees. So 80 rupees, 30 rupees. So that would be 110 rupees. See? And no other expenditure. So I would save 80 rupees every month. See? When I saved so much money, what I would do? I bought a cot. See? After saving so much money, I was very rich to buy a cot. Small table and a chair. See? So this was done by everybody. See? Everybody had this much money, only 254, 260, and we drew once a week from the bank, not from there anymore. See? In Ambadogai, every Sunday we were invited to somebody's house to have poha and tea. So lecturers were invited to somebody's house where we were given very good food, very good poha and everything. And every Sunday or once a week, the president would come and visit us. Baba Sahib, Pituji, Guruji. They would come and say, how are you, Suryanarayan? How are you, Sabnis? How are you, Umbad? How are you, Arbad? Like that. In Ambazoga, there were not many cycles at all. There were no cycles at all, actually. And what were people using as a transport? There were camels and horses. Yes. There were camels and horses which had been brought by the Arabs. Nizam had asked them to bring camels and horses. Those horses were there and camels were there. They were used for transport. I would see from a classroom window. Yes, a camel coming and standing outside, and somebody getting down. And horse, a man would bring his grandson on horse and get down from the horse. So horses were there and the camels were there. They frequently used there. So many horses and so many camels. See, in those days, this was the only transport. Bullock carts I didn't see. And no cycles at all. Cycle was very expensive, cycle, wristwatch, all these things very expensive. See? Yes.
Sir, How you happen to come Parli?
This is what we will know. I have to take the Parli road now. Parli road, no? I'll tell you something about this road to Parli. See? In Yogeshwari College, I was the last member, 71st or 70th teacher. All were my seniors. And some were studying MA English, who were to join Yogeshwari Mahavidyalaya, English department. Of these people, no, I remember two, Eknath Kulkarni, he was studying MA English. Sindhutai Paranjipe, she was studying MA English. And one Pandey, he was studying MA English. When these people passed the MA English, no, they had to be given jobs in the college. So, Swamiji called me one day. Suryanarayan, you are the last member here now. I don't want you to lose. And Swamiji met me many times in the staff room. Whenever I was in the staff room, Swamiji would say, Suryanarayan, what are you doing with the mud I gave you? Right? Please do something. That is the mud from here only. Give them some shape. What are you doing with that mud? So during the time, the people in Parli were also thinking of starting a college. And they had an education society known as Jawar Education Society. And they were planning a college. And some members of the college came to Parli to meet Swamiji and ask for some staff members. To begin the college, not all staff members. Those were from Parli, Vaman Rao Deshmukh, Lakshman Rao Deshmukh, Gurlingappa Menpule, and Tarish Khan. These people, they met Swamiji. Swamiji, we are going to start a college, so we need your help. And we want somebody to begin our college as principal. So give us a man, senior person, and give us 4 people for 4 departments. So Swamiji said, all right, Tepurkar, from mathematics department, they came to Parli as Parli principal. Then Professor Buralkar from political science department of Yogeshwari came to Parli as political science. Professor Renuk Das from Ambaloge came to Parli as chemistry, and Suryanarayan from Ambaloge to Parli. So Swamiji asked me, do you like to go? I want you to go there because here you are the last person. There you will be the first person in the department of it. So Swamiji was ready to help me, and he told me, yes, you go there and very near only, and you teach there. So which is what you call a suggestion, advice, I left Ambaloge and came to Parli to join Parli College. That is how it began. But Ambaloge story is it is never ending. It is. There is always something to tell, something more to tell. But very small town, very peaceful town. And very interesting town. Gurujis, wakils, doctors. We all met together.
How big the Parli town was and what was the population in those days?
Yes. Now we will take a slow and steady journey to Parli. Yes. From Ambaloge. Ambaloge, Parli. Yes. Parli town in 1968 had 30,000 population. 30,000 population. I am going to tell you about Parli. 1968, 30,000 population, And if you stood at the tower,
Huh?
you would see the whole road clear, nobody up to the end in the market committee.
Huh?
Yes, I stood at the tower, nobody was there, I could see the market committee. Nobody on the road. And on this side, Ganesh Park, this end. See, just remember that.
Huh?
And there was not much electricity. Only there were lamps in shops, and there were not many shops. And all shops were selling ready-made garments,
Huh?
brought from Surat and other places, in Parli. They were selling, not many shops also.
Hmm.
I'm going to tell you very interesting things about Parli. In Parli, 1968,
Huh?
there were 17 cycles. Only 17 cycles. I counted. Yes, 17 cycles.
Whole town.
Yes, whole town.
Huh?
And then one motorcycle.
Huh?
Only one motorcycle.
Oh.
Rajdut.
Hmm.
Rajdut motorcycle, small size. And this Rajdut motorcycle was owned by one Rajnale Guruji.
Huh?
Rajnale, I am pronouncing it rightly, I think. Father would correct it later on. Rajnale Guruji. And Ishika, one interesting thing is, no girl, no woman was seen on streets. Except some villages coming on Monday.
Oh.
Monday was the Sunday market, Monday was the thing.
Hmm.
This was the thing. Only people. And we were there, lecturers.
Hmm.
Yes. And we were wearing, some were married, they were wearing new coat,
Huh?
wedding coat. My friend was wearing wedding coat.
Huh?
Wear wedding coat and start from the tower
Hmm?
and go to the end.
Huh?
Deepak Lodge, that area. And then there, outside, near the station, the small tea stall. They sit there and take tea. See? And then after some time, another man got married. He also began to wear his wedding coat.
Hmm?
Then I got married. I also wore my wedding coat. We all used to go, very young, wearing wedding coats and going. All wedding coats. Shopkeepers used to get up and say, "What is it, sir?" All shopkeepers this side, that side. The four people were going in suits and everything, going to that person. At the end of it,
Hmm.
outside, facing the railway station was a tea stall.
Huh?
Even though that one beautiful restaurant is there now in that place.
Hmm.
There's a nice hotel, this idli they give. I could see the whole length of the street from the tower to the end. So that was the population, 30. And of course people were going to temple. That was different population, villages. See?
Oh. Sir?
And then we said no. Monday or something, Monday was market day, Monday was holiday for us.
Oh.
Yeah. Sunday was college was there. Monday was Mahadev's day and market day. So we had a regular holiday there.
Huh?
And on Sunday
Oh.
we were there. Holiday day.
Sunday it was no holiday.
Yeah. Sunday was college. Other institutions also were others.